Hey everyone, Renee here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about all the books that I plan on reading in the month of July. So July is going to be a little bit of an ambitious month, I would say. I have about 12 books on this TBR and I am currently averaging 7 or 8 books a month. So we're just going to try it, We're just going to see where it goes. So first up in July, I'm just going to group these next books all together. So I currently am planning on doing a Penelope Douglas video in July. I've only read one book by Penelope Douglas in the past, and that was Punk 57. And I did enjoy it, and I've just been hearing a lot about her lately, and I'm really intrigued by her books, and I'm actually really in the mood for them as well. So I have 2 physical, and then I have 2 on my Kindle. 2 on my Kindle. So the 2 that I have on my Kindle are Corrupt and Birthday Girl. So I'm definitely going to be reading these 2. Corrupt is the one that I'm kind of most nervous about because I hear it's not for everyone, but it is one of my friend Lucy's favorite books, and because of that, that's enough reason for me. I love Lucy, so I feel like I might love this book. We're going to go with that logic. And then the other one is Birthday Girl, which I'm also nervous about because I do know it is an age gap romance, but I'm just going to have to get over that because I hear that it's so well done and I'm just really intrigued by it. And I actually am planning on buddy reading this with my friend Tabitha from Poco Loco Tabitha, so maybe it'll be a little bit more fun that way as well. Then I have Tryst 6 Venom. This is Penelope Douglas's newest book, and this, I believe, is a female-female romance. I'm very excited to see what this book has to offer, and I don't know. I'm just getting really good vibes from it, and so far everybody else has seemed to really like it, so I have really high hopes for this one. I think out of all of them, I'm the most looking forward to this one just because of the reviews that I've heard about it. Everyone says it's been really good, so yes. And then the last book that I plan on reading for Penelope Douglas's video is Credence. I was going to read this a few months ago, and I'm kind of glad I didn't so I could save it for this video. Now, honestly, this kind of looks like it could be a thriller. I think I've said this before. The cover is so mysterious. Essentially, it's this girl who goes to live with, I'm pretty sure, her father's stepbrother. Yes, her only living relative is her father's stepbrother, and I believe he has 2 sons. 2 sons, so that she's essentially going to live in the mountains with 3 men. So I don't know how I'm going to take this, but I'm intrigued. So between all of these, the Tryst 6 Venom, Credence, Corrupt, and Birthday Girl, they are all, from my knowledge, dark romances. I'm not actually sure if Birthday Girl is, but I'm just going to assume everything Penelope Douglas writes is a dark romance because, honestly, I don't know who hurt Penelope Douglas in the past or what she's been through to write some of the things that she does, from what I understand, but hopefully it makes for good books and entertainment, so we're gonna give it a go. Next up in July, I'm super excited about this one, and that is Love Sickness by Junji Ito. This is Junji Ito's newest published short story manga collection, and I am just so excited. The cover is everything, wow. And obviously, if you know Junji Ito, it's just a bunch of horror stories, and I live for that, and I am so excited to get to this. Next up, we have a book that I feel like has been on my TBR literally all year. And that is Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. This will be my first Mary H.K. Choi book, and I am actually planning on buddy reading this with my friend Kat from Bambina Katerina. I think that that'll just be really fun. From what I understand, literally the only thing I know is that our 2 main characters meet in kind of like a meet cute kind of way, and they decide to exchange numbers and text, which I feel like is very fairly represented on the cover. Next up, we have a June release, and that is Ace of Spades. You know this book. We all know this book. This, from what I understand, is more of a dark academia thriller book, and I have heard nothing but amazing things about it. I am literally so stoked to read this. I hope that it is everything. The gist of what I know is there's these 2 kids in school, and someone is literally out to get them and blackmailing them, and I guess that's where the mystery comes into play, but I am so excited. I know this book touches on institutionalized racism as well, so I think that on top of it being an amazing thriller, dark academia, I think it's also going to be a really impactful book, and I'm just so excited to delve into it. I Cannot wait. Then we're going to lead into another release that came out in June, and that is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I am so excited for this. This is another historical fiction. I feel like I've really come out of my shell this year with historical fictions because I usually never would have gravitated towards them, but we have another one. But this one I don't think is that old. It's in the 80s. So this takes place in 1983, and I believe it's all surrounding like a summer party. So how fitting, because it's summer and we want all of the summer vibes here. But I also have this on audio. It became available on Libby at literally the perfect time. Like, I literally just got it today. So I'm going to probably try to switch between listening and reading this and see how that experience goes. I've never done that with a book before, like switching in between. But I think I might try it with this one, and hopefully it's a good experience. Then we have A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. From what I know, it's a polyamorous story involving vampires, and that just sounds so interesting and different. And people are saying that it has some of the most beautiful prose that they've ever read in a book. It is so stunningly written, and it's not that long either, but apparently just it leaves such an impact on people from what I know. And I cannot wait to delve into this. I think I'm really gonna like this. Like, this is definitely a 5-star prediction for me. So hopefully it delivers in that regard. Next up, we have 2 books that are actually coming out this month. And actually both of these are releasing on the same day. They're both coming out July 13th. So that's just gonna be a great day. The first one is The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. I've never read a Grady Hendrix book before, but I'm excited to start because this book sounds incredible. If you're not privy to horror or you don't know what a final girl is, essentially it is someone who is like the last one standing from a horrific event. Like in a horror movie, if there was a massacre and there was only like one survivor, she would be the final girl of that moment. And our main character is a final girl, and she's been going to the support group with 5 other final girls. I think it's 5. And then someone ends up finding out about this group and sets out to kind of finish what was started for these girls and kill them. I think it's gonna be more of like a slasher type of horror. I'm not 100% on that, but that's what it kind of is giving me. And if that's what it really gives, I'm excited. I'm a huge slasher fan. I love slasher films and stories. So yeah. And then the next one that is releasing on July 13th is XOXO by Axio, and this literally sounds like it's gonna read like a K-drama, and I'm so here for that. As someone who's been watching K-dramas for like the past 10 years or so, it's a problem. But I don't know, I have really high hopes for this. So from what I understand about this book, our main character is a cello player, and she's like a good girl almost, but she has the spontaneous night with this guy that she meets, and then he just vanishes and she never sees him again. And then a few years later, she ends up going to a music school to pursue her cello, and he ends up going there too. And it just sounds like a K-drama, and I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a really, really sweet romance, which probably will be good because of all the Penelope Douglas that I'm going to be reading this month. So I'm excited for that. And the cover is stunning. Stunning. Love it. The last book that I plan on trying to get to in July, I'm not sure if I will, but I want to, and that is My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. This is another slasher type of horror. This is an arc that I received from Saga Press, and it comes out officially August 31st. It's like a small town slasher where people start going missing, and you can only imagine. I know you've seen this movie before, but hopefully, you know, it's unique and interesting and just a scary ride. Like, I want to be spooked, thrilled. I don't know. It's a slasher, so I mean, it's probably not going to be that scary, but you know. So yes, those are the 12 books that I'm hopefully going to get to in July. Will I get to all of them? I don't know. But I will say, out of all of my TBRs so far this year, and I feel like I've said this before, but I like really, really genuinely mean it this time, I'm so excited for each and every one of these books. So I feel like I'm just going to devour them all, and I really, really mean that. It sounds like I feel like I sound like one of those reality TV show hosts where they're like, on the wildest episode ever. But I mean it. But yes, that's pretty much all I have for you. I just wanted to share what I plan on reading for the month. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up down below to help support this channel, and also hit the subscribe button if you'd like to follow me on my reading journey and keep up with me. Like always, my social medias will also be down below if you'd like to keep up with me a little bit more closely. Twitter, Instagram, Goodreads, the works. And yeah, once again, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.